Vanquish God Hard walkthrough. No death, maximum time bonus. This is 1-3 Giant. This is an incredibly tough mission. It's relatively simple to pass once you know what you're doing, but to get the score here is ridiculous. So I'm immediately going to throw a cigarette after I get rid of the first Gorgie, and I'm going to push all the way over to the left next to this carrier. From here we're going to hit this box and we're going to kill this first sniper. That was not meant to be a shotgun shot, that was meant to be an assault rifle, but I was wearing the wrong weapon. I noticed I got some grenades, so this is going to free up an extra strategy here. Immediately use a cigarette, and then boost towards that carrier there. Chuck 2 grenades towards the opening, and then get back behind the cover that we were on, or choose all 3 if you get a refill of grenades. Save 1 grenade for later if you don't. After this, 2 Romanovs are going to engage with us. Depending on what they do, depends on what we do. They decided to be stupid and give us their weak points, so we're going to use the cover trick that all third-person shooters utilise for the most, where we stay to the right of an object and we shoot around it with almost complete immunity. The Romanovs are exceptionally weak to the shotgun. The shotgun will make them flinch, it will enable you to stun lock them and do incredible damage, but you have to be close range, and do not get too close, because if you're too close with a shotgun, some of the hits will not register. It's kind of bullshit, but it's how it works. Get rid of both of these guys as quickly as possible, and then throw a cigarette. This is our last cigarette, and it's not the only one we're going to need. We're going to use this now to boost all the way to the right of this arena to get as close to the rest of the Gorgies as physically possible. There will be both snipers, there will be gold Gorgies, and there will be red Gorgies, and the amount of enemies that are here is 100% indicative of how well you planted those grenades on that troop carrier. If you got rid of a lot of them, this will go quite quick. If you didn't, you probably aren't going to make the score, guys. This is incredibly strict. But if you're just trying to get through the game, this strategy is golden, because I've done this level over 20 times, deathless. So trust me when I say I know what I'm doing here. But from here we're going to proceed to swap between both the assault rifle and the heavy machine gun, because if you start reloading and you swap a weapon, you will reload, cancel, and immediately be able to fire a different gun, and your clip will be filled on the gun you had previously. So on that wave of Gorgies, throw 2 grenades. The first one is just a setup grenade, the second one you want to slow down and shoot, and if it does as much damage as mine does, you'll only have 2 of the gold Gorgies left to kill. From here you want to use this cover to the right of it to shoot them, and you're going to get a little bit of respite now. From this point we need grenade refills, so that you have 3 grenades and 3 EMPs, preferably some shotgun if you can. Everything else is up to the drops of the game, and the drops can totally fuck you, so this can kind of suck. But wait for the characters to talk, and what we're going to do is we're going to plant an EMP over there to stun this spawn, and then we're going to chuck all our grenades. Then I'm going to go up with my 2 EMPs ready, and I'm going to take out whatever's left. I get really lucky here, but I panic. I notice the grenades, I pick them up, and I try and do a roll grenade with a normal grenade, but I didn't swap. So instead I ended up stunning them by accident, and I kind of panicked not knowing what to do. But I got rid of the rest of the grenades. Everything is dead except for the Romanov. Here's the stun lock with the shotgun. Use your melee attacks to make quick work of him, and then refresh everything you can and get ready for the next phase. So this next phase is kind of bullshit. It's a massive, crazy Pearl Harbor-esque moment of troops coming in, carriers coming in, everything getting crazy, but it's all an illusion. There doesn't seem to be any way to make this go any faster. I've tried killing everything, I've successfully killed everything. In fact, in this video you will see me kill everybody, and it still doesn't trigger the Argus to drop. This is the main reason why getting the time limit on this level is difficult, because you have to wait like a minute regardless of how good you are or how fast you killed things. And in my opinion, don't do anything you're watching me do now, just wait it out, because it's the same duration either way. The only difference is you get to shoot some more Gorgies and risk dying. Because this is God Hard mode, and on God Hard mode you can die incredibly fast. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's still fair, and hopefully with these videos I can help you get through this. But what we're going to need, you're going to need a shotgun here, you're going to need a heavy machine gun, and you're going to need an assault rifle. That's the only tools you'll need. We'll make use of the turret, and we'll kill the Argus in record time, because this goes really well. But here's the cutscene. Immediately move towards this piece of cover and stand just on the right lip of it here. If you stand here and he shoots at you with that cannon, he will not hit you, because you were behind a piece of invisible geometry that stops it from colliding with your player body. If he hits you with that cannon that you witnessed him shoot at me, it will one-shot kill you on this difficulty. But if you get a good pattern where he just does what he did there, and you keep animation cancelling the reloads to shoot his core, you'll get immediately to the second phase. Stand over by this doorway and don't dick about like I'm doing. I'm just impatient, and it does not pay off because I get hit. I've never even been hit by this missile. Oh, my bad, that was a different recording. My bad. So we didn't get hit, that never happened, I'm a perfect player. But turn the turret down to his left ankle, This is a strategy that I saw Zarok do, and it definitely helped me get this time, so massive props to him, and potentially the Japanese player that he saw do it first. But take out the right arm with the shotgun, and then shoot this guy's core with the heavy machine gun. You can, at this moment in time, shoot his ankle, so that the next phase triggers quickly, but I decided to go for damage here. So the moment he starts standing up, shoot his right leg with the Gatling gun, and now he's going to fall over, and what's going to happen here is kind of RNG. He's going to release a bunch of core pulses, and depending on the pattern that you get will depend on whether or not you can stay on the turret longer or a little less longer. There's the 2 pulses initially, and then hopefully you should be able to kill him in this one. If you do, you've done it. If you don't, you're going to have to reset. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've done this, guys. It's horrible. But if you just want to do God hard, this video will help you immensely, because what you just witnessed was so much work from me, from other players on YouTube that I looked to see what they were doing, to see if I could incorporate it into my own strategies, and just this amalgamation of testing things to see what worked, to see how I could make it work better, and then in the end it was just a bit of influence here, a bit of me there, a bit of luck there, a bit of bullshit there, and we have the score. But that right there is the hardest level in the game to score run, I think, and I've done all of them. That one was my least favourite because it just kicked my ass. Thank you for watching, you take care now.